despite that first round win, and he'll take no further part in London 2012. Gave Maestre through to the quarterfinals.
Juízes são representantes da Suécia, Porto Rico, Vietnã, Argélia e Brasil.
The referee from Sri Lanka.
O árbitro é representante do Sri Lanka, senhor Udeni Kiridena.
So while the boxers are making their way to the ring for this next
Welcome the boxer in the red corner, representing Great Britain.
Por favor, recebam o público especificará no campo vermelho, representante da Grã-Bretanha, Josh Kelly.
What a reception to greet Josh Kelly. He looks up into the arena and sees so many of his friends and supporters and teammates, including Pat McCormack, as he marches towards the boxing ring for his second outing in this Olympic tournament.
Please welcome the boxer in the blue corner, representing Kazakhstan.
Recebam também o pugilista que ficará no campo azul, representante do Cazaquistão, Daniyar Eleusinov.
This man represents formidable opposition for Josh Kelly, the #1 ranked boxer in the world in the tournament, #2 seed Daniyar Eleusinov of Kazakhstan. Competing in his second Olympic Games, he had a bye in the first preliminary round. This is his first bout of Rio 2016.
Introducing the boxer in the red corner, representing Great Britain.
Apresentando o pugilista do campo vermelho, que representa a Grã-Bretanha, Josh Kelly.
Introducing the boxer in the blue corner, representing Kazakhstan.
E apresentando o pugilista no campo azul, que representa o Cazaquistão, Daniyar Eleusinov.
Keep your heads up. No low blows, no holding. Okay? It's gonna be. Good luck. Box.
Round 1.
Primeiro round.
We are in the 69-kilogram welterweight division, and this bout from the second preliminary round of the tournament is between boxers from Great Britain and Kazakhstan. The man wearing red is the British representative Joshua Kelly, 22 years of age, from Sunderland, competing in his first Olympic Games. This is his second contest, and his opponent from Kazakhstan is the #1 ranked boxer in the world, the #2 seed, and that is the hugely accomplished Daniyar Eleusinov of Kazakhstan.
Similar task Kelly's got here than what Pat McCormack had earlier against another Kazakhstan boxer who's a southpaw also. So it's similar tactics, but this is a slightly different type of southpaw in terms of he's a little bit more busier. Eleusinov, world #1, pokes and prods with that jab, wants you to come forward, sits back. He's definitely a counter-puncher on the back foot. So Mr. Kelly can't afford to make any mistakes, but Josh Kelly has got fast reactions. If Eleusinov makes a mistake, falls short, he will catch him.
In the meantime, it's Kelly who's being caught by some rapid southpaw lefts from Eleusinov. He found him twice with that shot in rather quick succession. Midpoint of this opening round, Eleusinov, by virtue of that #2 seeding in the bottom half of this draw, this is his first contest, but he's found his range immediately, despite having this lengthy campaign to get his second Olympic tournament underway, this lengthy wait to get his second Olympic campaign underway.
It's a case of who leads first here. Both boxers want each other to lead first. Oh, that was better from Eleusinov there. That was a nice, sharp attack. So Kelly just waiting a little bit too long. He's got fast feet, Josh Kelly, fast reactions. He's got to use them here, Ron. He's got to work a little bit harder, throw a few more shots, maybe lead off with the jab as a feint, make his opponent lead, draw that lead, and then go at him then.
Terrific use of the feet by Eleusinov to make Kelly miss, and then turned around to change the angle quickly and fire off a salvo of punches of his own. Kelly was adept enough to evade many of them. Cracking right hand, and Kelly forced a touchdown. The referee ruling it a slip, but my goodness, that was a terrific right hand out of the southpaw stance. Back comes Kelly with a right hand of his own. But Kelly rather fortunate not to have been given a count there.
I think with the feet work though, Ron, the momentum took him down because he was on that front foot going forward. It was a nice sidestep as well from Eleusinov in that corner. Kelly's got to do a little bit more here. He's got to lead off a little bit more, faster, sharper. He's got to up the pace here, Kelly.
Very good round of boxing in this. His opening bout of Rio 2016 by Daniyar Eleusinov. But this man had his moments. Let's listen in. Relax yourself and trigger him off. The extra instructions from Dave Alloway.
Trigger him off, exactly. You see, so what Dave Alloway wants, he wants the feint from Kelly to trigger him off, to trigger the first punch and then go back at him. But here, Eleusinov, a couple of good shots going in from him, beating Kelly to the punch. That wasn't too bad.
So 10-9 across the board in favour of Daniyar Eleusinov, the #1 ranked boxer in the world, hitting his groove immediately in this his opening bout of Rio 2016.
Round 2.
So into the second round we go then, and it's a rapid start once again by Daniyar Eleusinov, who has helped himself to the most basic combination in the book, a 1-2 out of that southpaw stance, and then followed up with a southpaw left just moments after.
He's got to be busier, should I say, Kelly. You heard Dave Alloway say trigger him off, so he wants that feint. He wants him to try and draw the lead of his opponent and then go back with that fast counter. If not, beat him to the punch.
Mention the fact that this is the second Olympic tournament for Daniyar Eleusinov. He was a quarter-finalist down at 64 kilograms in London 4 years ago, as the lead legs come tantalizingly close together. Lost to Vincenzo Mangiapane, who went on to take Olympic bronze. And in addition to that, he followed up a year later with World Championship gold in his homeland of Kazakhstan. Good left hand once again from Eleusinov. And then is a silver medalist from the most recent edition of the World Championships. And tidy tangle on the inside. And reflecting just how dominant Eleusinov has been, he's been named the AIBA Male Elite Boxer of the Year in recent years, twice, 2013 and 2014. He really is one of the very best in the business. Good left hand to the body from Kelly. But that gives you an idea of the size of the task in front of Josh Kelly. He's ranked #7 in the world, and he's got to try and get himself back into this contest after conceding the opening round unanimously.
Yeah, he's got to do a little bit more work, hasn't he, Kelly? And when they're in at close quarters there, he's got to find the room and the space. Eleusinov, he's world #1, and you can see why. Very clever on the outside, just working away with the jab. Fast with the counter also, but just stays at range. Plans his attack and waits for you to come into punching range, and then he'll beat you to the punch. So occasionally, this Kazakh will counter-attack. Just as you're about to throw a shot, then he beats you to it. He's quick, got fast reactions himself. Yeah, he's good. He's a good kid, this fella in blue. But this is the Olympics. And this is the biggest stage of all for Kelly. And he's got to produce the performance of his career here.
Eleusinov looking to progress through to the quarterfinals for the second time in his Olympic career. It's up at a higher poundage. That's a wonderful right jab from Eleusinov. Just stopped Kelly in his tracks. And Kelly has to reset, regroup, and come again. but he's again made to pay a heavy toll. A sharp right-left combination, knocking the man from Great Britain off balance.
Does his better work at mid and long range, doesn't he, Eleusinov? And then when they come together, he just holds on. It's a good round again, I think, from the Kazakh boxer.
And that is why he raised his right hand, and that is why there's the distinctive Kazakh flag being waved in celebration up in the stands. Terrific round of boxing from the number 2 seed.
Fairly comfortable there, isn't he? Because the pace is suiting him. That's a long left up from Kelly. That wasn't too bad at all. Probably need more of them. But Eleusinov more direct with his work. Great 1-2 from him. Kelly comes back again with a shot, but then gets caught in at close quarters. Look at Eleusinov here with the layback, just to ride that punch, takes the power away. And again, Eleusinov takes all the scores. So now Kelly needs a 10-8 round across the board. He needs to put his man down, probably to knock him out, to be honest, to get the win here.
Seconds up. Round 3.
Going into the third and final round, the status of the scorecards means that Josh Kelly needs a huge round, or perhaps the punch of a lifetime, because he's conceded the opening 2 rounds unanimously against the number 1 ranked boxer in the world, the reigning World Championship silver medalist, the man who took World Championship gold in 2013. So it's a 2-point margin of advantage for all 3 judges in favor of the man in blue. So Kelly has got to pull something out of the bag here. Kelly's so talented, qualifying for this, his first Olympic appearance at the World Qualification event in Baku. Mouthpiece has come out, so that will be rinsed and replaced. That's why Eleusinov has retreated to the neutral corner.
Eleusinov clever there, you know, on the inside. Ronald just holding on the blind side of the referee. Experienced man indeed. Kelly couldn't get his left arm free to work because of that.
Good right-left combination, and Kelly is discombobulated once again, knocked off balance, has to resume his boxing stance, and that left hand out of the southpaw stance has been a really profitable punch for Daniyar Eleusinov. Kelly, the reigning European Games bronze medalist in Baku, Azerbaijan last year. He's got a whole fistful of domestic titles as well. Oh my goodness, now that's naughty from Eleusinov. But it's Kelly who gets the ticking off for turning his back on his opponent. And made to miss considerably there as he launched a speculative shot, Kelly. Now he needs a knockout punch. He's got to find it in the second half of this round.
Got to pick himself up here now, Kelly. I think he's feeling the pace a little bit as well. The zip's gone out of his work. Well, it has with both of them, to be quite honest. Kelly, that's a little bit better, but he's got to find a big shot, Ronald, hasn't he? He's got to plant his feet, whip one over, and try and hit that target. It's difficult. Eleusinov, very clever on that back foot. Difficult to land a clean power shot on this opponent.
Most certainly, and it's been such an arduous qualification route through to this, his first Olympic Games for Joshua Kelly. Suffered a hand injury after the World Championships last year, and while rehabbing from that hand injury, was living a regular life of a young man out on the town with his friends. He ballooned in weight, then he had to work really hard to get his weight back in check. Qualified at the global qualification event. There's a good left hand from Kelly, and here he is at the Olympic Games, and the luck of the draw, he's drawn a real threat for Olympic gold in the second round of this Olympic tournament after a terrific win in the first round against Walid Mohammed from Egypt. Desperately trying to find that shot, exhaling forcefully with every punch. Back into the breach once more, good right hand on the bell. But the punch resistance of Eleusinov proving sturdy. And over in that red corner, well, experienced operators in Gary Hale and Dave Alloway. Josh Kelly will know too that he's been bested by the #1 ranked boxer in the world, but what an experience, and he competed right up until the final bell in pursuit of that knockout punch.
Absolutely, you can't fault him for the effort he put in that last round. Went out on his shield, so to speak, really went for it. Caught Eleusinov with some good shots, good work, but this tricky Kazakhstan boxer, he's clever. A little bit of lip service there from Josh Kelly. But Eleusinov, lovely right hook there from the Kazakh. But he gave it everything, Josh Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by unanimous decision.
Senhoras e senhores, o vencedor por decisão unânime no canto azul.
In the blue corner,
Representando o Cazaquistão, Daniyar Eleusinov.
The Kazakh supporters are absolutely delighted because one of their strong contenders for Olympic gold, Daniyar Eleusinov, the #1 ranked boxer in the world, the tournament #2 seed, has just progressed through to the quarterfinals at the expense of Great Britain's Joshua Kelly. The young man from Sunderland gave it absolutely everything, the 7th ranked boxer in the world, but he ran up against a man who hit the ground running in his first outing in Rio 2016, and despite competing right up until the final bell, he's lost all 3 rounds for all 3 judges.